this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 2, Episode 2, so let's start talking about this episode. Well, this is definitely a part 2 of the Absorbing Man story, and we are learning a little bit more about this item that he touched, and he's starting to turn into stone, and I guess because of his powers it's happening a little slowly, but he is trying to work with the bad guy, of course, because he is the bad guy, and he's working with one of the people from Hydra. And he's trying to figure out how to find a cure. And we find a familiar face, the girl with the flower dress, who wants to help S.H.I.E.L.D. out, but has her own ulterior motives here, definitely. But it definitely is about what the hell this object's about. A little bit more about Fitz's story, you know, how he's going a little crazy without Simmons. How Agent Coulson has become very cold, and we learn it's because he's having these outbursts of writing the messages on the wall that we saw in the season finale, and the only one that knows about this is May. But Skye is starting to figure something out. She's like, something's wrong with Coulson, what's going on here? And that's pretty much what happens. Also, we find out exactly what the object's about. It's connected to Skye's origins in some way, and the girl with the flower dress is connected to the origins as well. So what do I think about this episode? I like this episode because of the conclusion. I think what Season 2 has been doing really well is their cliffhangers, which, you know, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. did have its problems with its cliffhangers last season. But their cliffhangers are really good this season. But I would say this episode was weaker than the first. The first, I don't know if I fell on the edge of my seat, but I definitely felt pumped up. There was a lot of action, a good amount of story too. The character interaction was a little bit better in episode 1. With this episode, the first half of this episode, I felt bored in a way. Felt like not a lot was progressing, and I was like, you know, same old Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And then we get to the second half, and like a lot starts happening with the story. But I think they could have done a little bit more with Absorbing Man. I thought he was a really cool villain for the first episode, but second episode, I think he fell a little bit more flat here, which is disappointing, but I still think he's a great villain for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's just that he was so good in episode 1, and then he just kind of went down a notch in episode 2. But there's some really interesting story with this item. Very excited to learn more about it, and it seems like, which I'm happy to see, is that every episode is going to have some really cool story happening, and it's really progressing the story very quickly. We're only up to episode 2, and I think we got more story progression in this season than we did in half of season 1, so that's always a good sign. And the next episode looks awesome with finding out what happened to Simmons, and it seems like she joined Hydra. Is she playing a double mole? Why did she join Hydra? I'm really excited for that because I think that the Fitz story is so sad to find out exactly why Simmons left. It's going to be interesting because we see how these characters have changed so much just in these 2 episodes and between season 1 and season 2. It's going to be interesting to see a character that we haven't seen this season yet and how much she has changed. And hopefully we get to see Skye's story develop very quickly also. You know, this is a story we've been waiting like a season now to find out who her father is, and it just will progress the momentum of, I think, the actual story arc of the season, which obviously is Hydra, but whatever this object is and whoever Skye and her father is, I'm very excited to find that out. Tell me in the comments below who you think Skye is. And a lot of people are guessing Inhuman. I'm guessing Kree. Still going with the Kree thing. I still don't know. But please tell me in the comments below if you enjoyed this episode. I'll give this episode, I'm going to give this episode 4 stars. I think it had a really good ending, and even though the beginning was a little bit on the slow side. Hope you guys enjoyed, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and the Rent Situations. Don't forget to like my Facebook page. Also, in the description below, there's links for my comic book, Like Father, Like Daughter. Don't forget to like the Facebook page, Like Father, Like Daughter, and of course, I'll have another review for Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next week. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.